Hare, Why, Hare, I, Hare, I, Hare, I, Hare, Why, Hare, Why, Hare, Why, Hare, I, Hare.
Also,
Why?
so let's start. Sorry, I'm a little bit late today. So we need to start from the body 14th with Vaiguruji's Kirpa, Auji. So basically, we understood how we can connect with Onkar yesterday and what money we need to take or earn or what profit we need to take, the laha of that money. And Maharaj explains that further uh, to us, right? So why would you just think like that Guru Nanak Dev Ji is sitting in front of us and he's passing this Turki Bani directly to us and explaining us that what is a jam panth, what is how can we avoid the panth of the jam rather than we should follow the panth of the Guru. So that is all the explanation here. So आओ जी शुरू करिए. आए विगुता जग जम panth. Maharaj says the moment we are born, I, right? When we are come in this world, first thing happens to us is that slowly and slowly we start moving towards the jam panth. What is the jam panth? The panth of the jam is jam wants us to go to the path of death, to the path of Churasi Lakh June. That's what the Kal is. When we say that we are influenced with the Maya, when we say that we are influenced with the Kal, what exactly it means? It means Kal wants us to play in this Maya so that we can die, and that's what Kal is, the death, so that we can die and we can go into the cycle of birth and death again and again. Vaiguruji wants us to come to him and merge back into him through the Onkar, through the Naam. But the Kal wants us to die through Maya, because if we'll spend our time in Maya and if we'll not get the wisdom of Guru, then we will surely follow the path of Jam. So the path of Maya is the path of Jam, the path of Kal, whatever you want to say. Multiple words for multiple things. But the panth is the path, right? And Japji Sahib says, Ai Panthi Sagal Jamati, Man Jeete Jagjeet. We have to follow which panth? Where we can win our mind through Vaiguruji's Kirpa. Man Jeete Jagjeet. Then when you jit the jag, what does that mean? That means the rules and regulations of living in this jug will not apply to you. Those properties of earning more money and all that stuff, all those riddhis, siddhis, will be behind you because you have the path shown to you by directly Tan Tan Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Vaheguru Sache Pasha. And when we follow the path, ਜਦੋਂ ਮਾਲਕ ਦੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ, ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ? Then we don't worry about the things which are involved with our physical stuff. We just perform our duties towards our family. We love everybody and we are always in peace. But when we come here, inside the mother's womb, we are doing Simran. We are in peace. And Vaiguruji is protecting us. But the moment we come out of the mother's womb, the Maya starts influencing us, starting from the nurses and all. Oh, such a beautiful baby, such a cute baby. And then parents give us the toys and all that stuff, or somebody else gives us the toys. and we start moving towards the month of Jam from the day one. In a comparison, if the parents are teaching from the day one, the moment we are born, and they start doing Simran with us, reading Gurbani, that's why there is a concept of Gurti. There is a concept of Gurti in Sikhi, in Sikh Panth. That Gurti is what you do is in small cereblo container, the full iron container, you put the water, you put some patasse or some sugary stuff, and you use the kirpan, and you basically move the kirpan in the water and read a Japji Sahib and do the Simran. And once you finish the Japji Sahib, you keep on rotating your kirpan in that vessel or in that utensils or in that sarablo bata. When it is fully dissolved and all, then through the kirpan you put few drops in the newborn. That is called Gurti. You start that with the Gurbani, the vibrations of Gurbani and the vibrations of the Naam. That's how the Gurti starts, the first thing for the baby. And when we start doing these and we continue reciting Gurbani, doing Simran with the baby from the day one, what happens? There is a less influence of Maya. But if we don't do that, then it is a Jampant. Aye Viguta, Jag, when we come in Jag, what happens? Khuari hundi jinu. Viguta is khuari huni. Like wandering, whatever the Maya is, influenced by the Maya. And we walk towards the Jampant. Aina metan ko samarath. Maharaj says, little baby, what does it knows? Whatever the parents are teaching them, that's what the little babies are doing, right? And if the kid is not so fortunate, or if I'll say the parents are not so fortunate, and they are not showing them the path of Guru, they cannot do anything. They cannot erase the path of Jam. Then it becomes a collective karam. That's why it's not only one thing, right? It's not only the karams of the parents, or it's not only the karams of the kids. In a family, it is a collective karam. Lot of times, Maharaj do the kirpa on us, and we go into that family, which is a very spiritual family. But that happens very rare. Mostly, the algorithm which is used by Vaheguru Sache Pasha is based on our karams, previous karams. We get the family like that, and our previous karams are connected with that. Basically, the family's karam and our karams. Sometimes the family is very good, the kids' karam are less, the other kids are better. But remember that Vaheguru Sache Pasha gave a chance to everybody. But when we come into this world, we don't have a power to change anything at that point of time. Maybe in the later stage or something, but maybe in an exceptional to exceptional case, a Gurmukh can be born in the Manmukh's family also. But that is also basically a strategy from Vaheguru Sache Pasha. He wants, and I've known those families, that's a strategy of Guru Sahib, that he wants those families also to get through this Pav Sagar. That Vaheguruji will do the kripa on them through their kids. I know a lot of families, not a lot, but 2-3 families, they were Mone and they were doing all stuff. Mone doesn't mean the bad stuff, but some Mone are, or some even the Amritari people also, they look like physically different, but inside all the bad stuff is happening in the family, the unethical stuff is happening in the businesses. Sometimes our communities, they don't think that the paying the taxes and being ethical lifestyle, not doing the lies, is important. They think it is okay. We can save taxes and all. Sometimes the brain is totally influenced by the jampant, right? By the jumps, by the panjadoots. And that is the time sometimes Maharaj will do their kirpa through the kids. And I've seen the whole family got influenced through the kids because the kids were doing Bani and Simran and they wanted to play Gatka when they started growing up, and then the whole family changes. They start keeping the hair. I've even seen the Hindu families. Personally, know my friends who were from the Hindu families, and their kids, they just liked Gurdwaras because of their karams, and they just wanted to, you know, started learning Gurbani and slowly started doing Simran, and they changed and they took Amrit. And the family also, mother and father also took the Amrit. Mother also started wearing the keski or the turban, right? It totally changed, and now their life totally was upside down, right? And they were doing all bad stuff, and now they are so happy. They tell me they are so happy, right? But it all Maharaj will give the chance to everybody. But as a kid, as a baby, when you come in, most of the times, what happens is, Aat sal neech kar hoye, because sometimes what happens is that you are born in the family which is very rich and they have a lot of money, right? And it's so much money, so much treasure that they don't even remember Vaheguru. They've forgotten the Vaheguru. They think everything is this money. And this is where sometimes, we think the money is everything and money can buy everything. But when we look closely, deep and deep, there will be a lot of trouble. When the kids start growing, they start speaking in front of their parents, or the husband is drinking and doing the bad things with the wife, right? Beating the wife or whatnot. But that is how it works. Here, a lot of times when Maya Maharaj is going to talk about the Maya, he's going to talk about the physical money, dollars or rupees and all. Aath sal neech kar hoye. Although we think that being born, there's a common proverbs, born with a silver spoon. They think that if you're born in the rich family or something, it is great. But you know what? No. Maybe you will be far, far away from Vaheguru. And if you're born in a poor family, maybe you are very, very close to Vaheguru. This game is totally different. And then you do niche karams, the karams, lowly karams, the tamoguni stuff, right? Irkha, dwat, nafrat, you'll have all that sort of things, the hate for others and everything. But the person who is living that kind of a life, they think everybody respects them. But they fail to understand that they are not respecting that person, but people are respecting their money. They are saluting their money. They're paying the respect not to him, but to the money. Because that's what the world is. Wherever there is a money and power, that's where the respect goes in this Maya, in this Kali Yuga. Aath dekh nive jis doe, both rich and poor. Doe as in both rich and poor, they will respect them. The person who is born with the silver spoon, and they are not respecting them exactly, it is the Maya. Maharaj says, Aat hoye tam mugad syana. If you have a money, then people think you are intelligent. You are the best. They don't think, but do you have money? You can buy anything, right? So the worldly path and the spiritual path is totally different. Worldly path is all about money, all about how many Horses in those days, it was horses or elephants. Now it is cars and maybe a helicopter or whatnot, right? So, Maharaj says, Aat hue ta mugad siana. But today, Maharaj says it's a day that if you have the money with you, then the mugad is fool. The fool also is regarded as, intellectual. Pagat bihuna jag borana. So many times Maharaj has repeated this, that without the Naam, we are crazy. The human become crazy. Bin nave jag kamala fire. Pagat bihuna jag beorana. There is one movie which I saw long time back. I think 2010 to 29. It was made by this Sanstha Prab Milne Ka Chao. Bin Nave Jag Kamala Fire. Watch that. It's kind of the same subject which we are talking right now. And the story is very well. I mean, it's a telefilm. Don't expect a quality movie, but the message is great. So watch that movie. So here also, Maharaj is saying, without the Pagati, without the Naam, the world will keep on wandering and keep on walking on the path of Jam, not Gurmat Panth, not a Sikhi Panth, but Jam Panth. Sab mein vartੈ eko soi, jisnu kirpa kare, this pragat hui. But Maharaj is saying, even the people who have forgotten about the Naam, forgotten about the Bhakti, he is in them also. That's why never judge people in that regard, or never think that, oh, see, they don't know anything about life, oh, they are going to die and they're going to go to hell. Never pass those comments, because it's all in the hukam of Vaheguru. This game is all there. Who knows what we were doing in this birth before? I'm 100% sure everybody has a story how they came to the panth of the Guru, right? And who knows what we have done in the past also. But Maharaj is so amazing. He's so compassionate that he will give this opportunity to everybody. Everybody will get a chance. Sabame varta ikosui. Because he's in there. He is in everybody. But the secret is nazar. When he start focusing on us, when the kirpa showers down, when the blessing and the grace is showered on us. And that happens mostly when we are in dukh, when we are so much dukhi. That's why Maharaj says, Jisnu kirpa kare tis pragat hue. When his grace, when his blessing is there, then only we walk on the path of Vaheguru. Only the kripa of that ek oankar. With that kripa. And the Manmukh's life changes. I don't know if I've told you this story. I know this story from the Texas. When I used to live in Texas, and there used to be an auntie. She used to come to the Gurdwara, and with Vaheguruji's Kripa, we had some seva in the Gurdwara. And once the auntie was really in Barak, there was Kirtan going on, and she started crying. She started crying so much, and me and my wife, basically, we asked her. I said, like, what happened, Auntie ji? And she said that she wants to do Simran, she wants to read the Bani, but her husband was used to drink a lot, and basically she was kind of fed up because she had to make meat for him and serve him the sharab and all that stuff, and she was really upset about it, and she wanted to take an amrit, but he didn't. He was not interested. And she went in the front of the Panch Pyare also, and she said, I want to take the Amrit and all. And the Panch Pyare said that, but if you are going to cook for your, you know, your husband and help him drinking the sharab and all, it is gonna be very difficult for you to keep the maryada. And she got more upset. But one day, what happened was her husband got into an accident. See the kirpa of Vaheguru, right? Now you'll say, oh, accident cannot be a kirpa, but see the kirpa. And that guy literally died, and he was declared dead in the hospital. But after a couple of minutes, he came back. He started his pulses and his all stuff showing the signs that he is not dead, he's alive. And when he came back, he was totally changed personality. Um, his experience was that he said that he actually died, and he went in the front of Taramraj, and he was about to get a punishment and was about to be thrown into the hell or something. But he saw a bright light coming in there, and that bright light said that it is not his time, but since he is here, he should know what is the reality, right? Something like that, something like on that basis. The moment he came back, his stuff was, oh, he was telling his wife, I want to go with you and go in front of the Panch Pyare and take Amrit and all that stuff. And then he took Amrit, and he was such a changed personality. Every day he used to do the Nitnem five times. And everybody used to ask him, why you are doing so many times the Nitnem? Nitnem should be done only one time. He said he has not done it from so many years. Now he wants to complete the quota. But anyway, bottom line is that sometimes things happen in your life, and the people who are walking on the path of Jampant, they can also come back. That is the so much kirpa which is there. And Vaiguruji is always sitting there, and basically he always wants to do us the kirpa. Sometimes our loved ones, they're not at all into the bhakti, but the people who are the loved ones, they are the loved ones are doing the ardas all the time for the marmuks, and that ardas can be heard. Any ardas which is directly coming from your heart, right? And you have a full faith that Vaiguruji will listen, Vaiguruji do listen. It might not happen overnight, but sometimes it takes time, but Vaiguruji do listen. And that is the beauty, that Vaiguruji can do the kirpa to anybody. Doesn't matter who you are, from where you are, how you look, how has been your past karams. Never feel guilty about that. Never ever. If you are in the sangat, and if you have started loving Gurbani, the kirpa has already happened. Never think about your past, because the past things will only pull you back, and you will just feel guilty about the things, and you'll not be able to move ahead. So I think it's 5:37. I wanted to do at least two podis, but I think this is good enough for today. We'll end here, but let's do Simran and do the Ardas Benti in front of Vaiguru Sache Pasha, that Vaiguru Sache Pasha should also do the Kirpa to us, so that we can walk on the path of Naam and not walk on the path of Jampant. ठीक है जी? We have to say Vah and listen, Guru and listen with total love, 100% love, 100% presence of mind. ठीक है जी? आओ जी, शुरू करिए. वाह Guru, Vah Guru.